Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to the Crack Podcast. How you getting on? Another week, another episode. If you hear any buzzing during this episode, there is a wasp about a foot in front of me right now. It's not doing him any harm, so I'm not gonna, kill him, but yeah, sun's out, guns out, wasps are out. Got some good weather, so got this little wasp bastard in my vicinity. Let me just adjust the volume here. Don't like it to be that loud. Okay, cool. So yeah, another episode. What's going on? How you been? Alright, I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you. Yeah, so since we last spoke, since we last had each other's lovely company, what's been going on in my orbit? Well, in my hands, guys, in my hands, I hold a free pen. Ho. Not just any pen. This was the pen I got for free when we went to visit the mortgage advisor, which went well. Mainly because I got a free pen, but also we now know the maximum, if you like. We know what we can look for houses up to a certain price, and we know how much the mortgage would cost on that. So that's good. That's nice. Been looking at houses a lot online now. I don't think I'm too picky. It's a big buy. You know what I mean? If I look at a house and I'm like, that's a bit too close to the road, you're being too fussy. I'm not being too fucking fussy, alright? It's a big buy, and if I think it's too fucking close to the road, I'm not gonna, what's going on outside? Oh, there was a car accident yesterday. There was an accident. An RTC. There's a road traffic collision yesterday in Inverness. I wasn't working, but I knew about it because the road past our flat, when there's something bad happens, road traffic collision wise, the road gets closed and then they all come past the flat. So no, it's just a very large vehicle passing by. So you might hear a wasp and you might hear a fuckload of cars going past. Yeah, so mortgage advisor went well. Got my pen. That was nice. What I do have to do now, what I do have to do is, long time ago, 10 years, I was a student, and I had a student loan. I had to track that shit down. So I went onto the website, Student Loans, Scotland, and it's like, oh, if you got it before this date, that's all closed. You must now resubmit, and I've got to chase it down, basically. That's the end of that story. I've got to contact them, which I've not got around to yet, but I will. I'll get on that. And I've also got to find out how much I owe on my car, because I just pay the set amount every month, and that's fine. More about that car to follow. But yeah. So I was feeling good about that mortgage thing, and got an Indian takeaway that night to celebrate. So, I've spoken about it before. Spoke about a lot of things before, but I'm obviously slow burn, trying to lose weight. I'm going to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do my little 5k on the treadmill, and all that jazz. And I'm down quite a bit. What I do is I weigh myself every morning, and I put on this app, and you put in your age, your height, your weight, and it gives you a little avatar. And as your BMI, your body mass index, what the fuck that is, I know it's not accurate, and I don't use that yet, but whatever. When that goes to certain amounts, the avatar changes. And, to begin with, the avatar was not flattering. It was a chunky boy, to say the least. It was quite a large looking avatar. It doesn't look like me, the avatar. It's got a full head of hair, and brown hair at that. It's also wearing a different watch to the style I would wear. But no. Very fat avatar. So I wasn't happy with that. It's quite ow. You know what I mean? When you read that? Oh. That's how I appear to the world. So, I asked Charlotte. So, it's not what I look like. No, you carry it different. I know you're lying to me, but I appreciate it. That's why I asked. I want to be lied to, but that's also what got me this far, is me lying to myself. So Yeah, so it's I won't tell you how much I weigh exactly. It's still 3-figure kilograms, but it's close to not being, which is as much as I weighed before COVID. So we're talking Lewis 18, not my age, the year. Getting back, getting there. So yes, the avatar changed from being basically Jabba the Hutt to a sort of chunky little bastard, and now appears to be a more confident son of a bitch. So my avatar is the confident son of a bitch, which is nice. So got that going on. That's good. But yeah, the mortgage advisor, the meeting went well, so had an Indian to celebrate. And the one we use, you get a little NHS discount if you show your ID, so too fucking right I did. Little discount, that was nice. What else have I been up to? I went to that christening I told you about. Maybe I didn't tell you about it. I went to a christening. Oh no, I did, because weight loss. Wore the suit. It's a bit big for me now. Looked a bit silly. Although they weren't there to watch me, they were there to see this baby get entered into the congregation. It's really cool. Nice day. The church service wasn't as I'd imagined. I thought it was going to be very preachy. You know, like, you will burn in hell if you do not. I don't know why that accent has to be, but I thought it was going to be people coming down on y'all. But no, the minister was a lady minister. What's that got to do with anything? No, I was just expecting to be an old man. It was the young lady minister, and she told a few stories from the Bible, and you know, you don't take it. You don't take it as gospel. I think you're meant to. No, you don't. The point of the story is, I believe, is you find examples to work around it. So if it's one of the disciples trying to go out on his own and fucking off, and Jesus being unhappy with him, take that to mean it's okay to ask for the help of others. You know, what the fuck is this, Lewis? No, I'm not preaching on you here, but I had a good time at the christening, alright? And then, you know, I went and got a soup and a sandwich, so what's not to like? Oh, now I had to sign a thing. This isn't related to the christening, this is related to something else. I had to sign a thing saying I wasn't going to give any details on what I saw. So I won't. I got to work on a film, guys. I got to work on a Hollywood fucking proper studio film star, celebrities, lights, camera, action film. And I think it's one of the best things I've ever done in my life. Alright. So I can't tell you about what I saw. One day I will, alright? When the film's out on DVD or whatever. I don't even know if they still come out on DVD. But down the line, I'll tell you what I saw going on. But I can't just now. But I can tell you possibly the best experience of my life. Okay, I mean, yes, I had to get up early as fuck and drive an hour and a half. But that was fine. I don't care. I don't care about that. I did that for fucking free. But I got paid to do this. I got paid to go and work on a film set for a Hollywood film. You know, I turned up and all the equipment was there and it all had the studio logos on it and stuff, and there was all the lorries and the energy and everything it was just totally a buzz, and just, it was amazing. Speaking of buzz, that wasp just flew very close to me. Yeah, that was great. And I don't know how much I can tell you, but like I say, one day I will, alright? So, just subscribe to the Crack Podcast, and one day I'll tell you, but I can't even tell you what the film was, because I had a special code name, which I think the papers actually caught on to, but Anyway, it was great. It was absolutely fantastic. I was a location marshal, you know. I wasn't an extra. I wasn't the fucking director or anything like that. So a lot of standing around, and then a few of the days I was not on the set. I was away. I was sitting in my car with a radio. There's a white pickup coming down the road. Something like that, because it was a long country road with one lane, so if, you know, fucking two lorries met, oh fuck, so a lot of that's their traffic control. It's absolutely fantastic, but yeah, what a buzz, what an experience. People get to do that all the time for their jobs. Absolutely amazing. And what was really cool about it was, I mean, I was pretty much the fucking grandfather of the bunch, but there was other marshals, location marshals, basically the runners on the set, you know, like, I was emptying bins, I was carrying things, I was moving things around. I was the muscle. The other marshals, they've all graduated uni with film degrees. Around, you know, some of them had like animation degree. And we got to have a big group chat to keep everyone in touch as going on, you know, what hours to meet and what time to be on set and all that type of stuff. And we got talking, as you do. You know, you talk to your co-workers, and everyone was there with a good energy. And it really reignited, awoke, rekindled. You got any more fucking words, Mr. Thesaurus? Yeah, well, basically, now I'm in chats with a few of the other guys that were there, and we're going to work on something. So I'm writing a script for a short film for one of these, well, for a few of the guys to go and make. And there's a 48-hour film competition in Inverness, and they're asking, well, say they, a few of the guys are asking, would I mind writing the screenplay for them when that comes up? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll do that. I'll write a screenplay. I fucking love writing screenplays. I love scripts. I love this whole creative process. So getting me involved in that sort of stuff again. I had let it die. Well, I hadn't let it die. Fucking life got in the way. So, but it was just great getting to work with them out there. None of them know I have a podcast, so they're not going to hear this. This is me kissing their ass. But it's also really nice. Like one of the young girls, she's still at uni. She's got a year left, and she's doing film. And she's planning to move to London, or she's willing to move to London, relocate to have her career take off. And she got a contact number from one of the assistant directors. I'm sorry, I'm using all these film jargon, but no, she got the number for this one, and like the excitement and the joy and the potential of this young lady. It was fantastic just to see. Like, did I just see a definitive moment in this young lady's career? Is she going to go off and in 20 years be the biggest thing in the world? You know, it was fantastic. And guys, a thing called craft services. Oh, fuck. They feed you on these things. They just feed you. You turn up, you get a breakfast. At lunchtime, you get a lunch. You stay too late, you get a dinner. Then there's tables. If you're around the set, there's tables of food and drinks and everything you could want, everything you can need. And fucking what was it? Second morning, turned up, and I was away out where I was going to be working that day. And this lady comes across, and she's got one of those big, like, you know, like when you order a Just Eat or Deliveroo, they have those big bags with the foil. They're like lined to keep food warm. There's probably a name for them, but she had one of those bags. And she came over and she said, "Are you a vegetarian?" No. Oh, she reaches at the bag and gives me a breakfast roll in tinfoil. And I was, oh, jeez, thank you. I was patting my pockets. I was like, I think I actually have a $5 in my phone case. And then she looked at me like, what? You don't pay for the fucking food, mate. Sorry, thank you. You don't pay for any of the food. They just feed you. Now, where I work, you have to pay for your fucking tea bags. Okay? We don't get milk. I think we're lucky that we get water at the top. So, this place just fucking fed you, guys. Fucking fed you. And then you're getting to work on a film. You know? And you're getting paid for it. I mean, amazing. Amazing. If I could go back in time and tell my younger self, one day, buddy, you're going to work on an actual Hollywood film. Holy shit. Yeah, that's how I felt every day driving, even though I was fucking sleep deprived and I wasn't eating right. How long did you work there? 5 days. Yes, so I know. It wasn't exactly a career, but I got to touch it, if you know what I mean. I was that close. It was there and I was part of it. And no, I don't get my name in the credits because you bet your fucking ass. I asked. No, I don't get me in the credits. To get in the credits, you have to work on a certain percentage of the film. And fun fact, when you see a film, see those credits? Pretty much the exact same amount of people worked on the film that were uncredited. That's how many people are involved in the film. A big film coming together. It's incredible. Yeah. But just... yeah. I'll tell you the stories one day, guys. Alright, I just dangle that fucking thing right there just to piss you off. Yeah. talking to the guys that work on films all the time, the ones that travel around, they're nomadic. Just hearing them talk shit about celebrities they've worked with and stuff like that. But it's not like Hollywood gossip. It's just them talking about like co-workers. Oh, yeah, she's a bit of a knob, that sort of stuff. How so? I turned up one day and she ordered fucking breakfast. Yeah, just those types of stories. It was amazing. I fucking loved it. Oh yeah, right. And I got sunburned. Jesus, did I get sunburned? I got sunburned. Good lord. We were out in the fucking we're in the Highlands, so you're out and about, and standing there all day. It was cloudy. I'm bald. I was just standing in this field. Towards the end of the day, I'm feeling kind of warm actually. And then one of the crew, fucking hell, mate, you got the sun. Oh Jesus, must be bad. Yeah, it was bad. So we came. So I got home, and myself and Charlotte, when we went to Mexico in January, we brought all of our sun lotion with us and our after sun and aloe vera, all the sun lotions and stuff. And then we left it in Mexico because we didn't want to take it back because it would weigh us down and we'd use most of it. There's a thing you can leave it in the hotels for the crap. Well, we'd never fucking replaced it, so I had nothing to put on. So I was caked. It was horrendous. Dried, and like I say, I'm bald, so it immediately it started to peel and I looked like a fucking lizard, and it was patchy and it was bad. Yeah, so a little souvenir from my time on the set. Sunburn. Also, when they were binning a lot of this, they tore the set down. A lot of it got binned. I took a little tiny piece with me and I've got it here. So when I go to see it in the cinema, I'll wave it. Hey. Could be shit, but still. Something I got to work on, and it was amazing. And would I do it again? Yes, I would. Am I now in? I like to think so, because these guys, they all knew each other. It's like a network thing. You get in, and then you're in. Fucking Mason's handshake. Nothing like that, but on the very last day after we wrapped, it's driving down the mass, because it's a long road together. It's driving. There's a marshal right at the end by the road, and I'd never met him. So I introduced myself, shook his hand and stuff. Said, "Is that you done for the day?" Yeah, man. I've actually wrapped, and I told him this is my first time on a film set because almost everyone else there had worked on films before, and he was quite serious. Like, how did you get involved? Oh, it was an advert. Advert where? All right, okay, cool. So I think it's quite quite a difficult thing to get into. Nepotism lives, guys. Nepotism lives. That fucking wasp. See, I've got a Venus flytrap through in the bedroom in a big, massive old gherkin jar. There's no gherkins in it anymore, it's a Venus flytrap. And there was one day my parents were around. I might have told you about this. My parents were around with my nieces. And big wasp. Just like the one I'm looking at just now. A white Anglo-Saxon massive big fucking one of these horny little bastards was in the flat. So I caught it. And the hell was that falling down? I swear to God, this flat's falling apart. I should buy a house. Yeah, we're fucking looking for one. So I caught this wasp, and I said to my nieces, should I feed it to the plant? And I totally would have. I'm one of these ghoulish little bastards, I'd have done that. And one of my nieces, quite like, more like me than the other one, a reader, sensitive. No, yeah, feed it. And immediately my dad, who was there, and Charlotte, no, don't, what the fuck's wrong with you? So I didn't, but I would have. However, I don't do it anyway. I don't do it. Now I don't feed the plant, if that makes sense. So this guy here, the wasp, Walter the wasp, if he goes through, if he flies into that plant, fair game, your dinner. However, I'm not going to encourage that, so I'm going to leave him. If he goes, he goes. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he wants to try any of the other windows that are open, he can go and do that, but for some fucking reason he's on this one. So that's that. That is that. What was I talking about? The film. Oh yeah. Fucking Sunburn. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'll tell you more about that at the time. Well, what else been going on? Nice little bit of weight loss. That's good. Been at the gym. Oh. On the way home yesterday from the gym, because today is Saturday. Fuck me, it's Saturday. Went to the Tesco earlier on. Got to the car park. It wasn't so fucking busy. Fucking heaving. Saturday. I rarely get weekends off. And then when I do, everyone else got weekends off and it's shit. Everyone's busy. So, yeah. Just a little bit, I like my isolation. What am I talking about there? I went to the gym yesterday because it's Friday. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. And on the way back, going along, listening to my music, sweating like a pedo on a school bus, fucking sweat dripping off me. It was hot in the gym, and it is air conditioned, but as I was running, started to perspire, as one does, and that didn't stop. So on the way home, I had all fucking 4 windows in the car open. I'm going along, just enjoying myself. Whatever was on, it wasn't actually Hansen, but set the scene here. Put my sunglasses on, and the car behind me, flashing the lights, high beams. Maybe they're waving at a friend. Maybe they've seen somebody they know. Look back in the mirror and their hazards give a little flash. Okay. Get to the roundabout. I indicate right as I'm going right. I go. They follow. Lights again. Okay. They're on me. Indicate left. Pull off. They come in behind me. And then they don't get out of the car. So I'm like, what's going on here? I get out, go to them. You okay, guys? It's just you got something hanging off the bottom of your car. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you very much. We'll go our separate ways. Maybe I'll meet them again, maybe I won't. I don't know. Red car. Forgot what type. I go home, have a look underneath. Right enough. There's something fucking hanging off the bottom of the car. Don't know what it is. It looks kind of fluffy. So I'm hoping I haven't gone over a kitten and it's just hanging there. But no. Funnily enough, last night we got up to the battlefield to walk the wee dog and did a little 3-point turn in the car park, and I heard it scraping against the road, so there is something down there. So it's booked into the garage back to the dealer on Tuesday between 8 and 10. However, just to be a fucking headache, I start work at 7:30 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to see one of my lovely co-workers will tail me to the garage. I'll hand it in. Get a lift back, and then hopefully they can just, hopefully it's just a cover or something like that, it's just falling off, and they can just either take it off or fix it, but could have done without that, you know what I mean? That's all fine, it's okay, it's all good, it's alright, my luck will change, everything's gonna be fine. I got a check from Nationwide, the bank, because I've had a savings account with them for 2 years, which, funnily enough, what's today, the 10th, I'm closing it on the 12th, and because I had the savings account, I got a letter from them a few months ago saying, "Yeah, dear Lewis, thank you for having an account with us. We've recently bought Virgin Banks, and because we've made billions, we're going to give you all some cash." So I got £50 from them. You got it sent as a check in the post. Very nice. Went up to the bank yesterday. I wouldn't want to work for a bank, not today. They seem to be dying out. Yeah, I mean, they're wilting. I actually made a joke with Charlotte. Do you think when somebody that works at the bank goes to get a mortgage with the bank, the bank says, "We don't really see your career as a stable career"? That was funnier at the time. There's nothing funny about having a mortgage and working in that industry, but yeah, it just seems to be dying. Anyway, 50 quid, I'll take that. Didn't put it towards my credit card, didn't put it in my savings. What I did was I bought £50 worth of premium bonds. So we'll see how that goes. Well, if it's £50 in premium bonds, that's 50 opportunities at the start of next month to win some money. I've had, what have I had? I had 400. Let me try that with a bit of clarity in my voice. Let's move the tongue. That's when the accent comes out, though, in the accent. I've had £450 in my premium bonds. See that accent? Jesus. And I had that for years, and I won £100 2 years ago. That's the only thing I've won in all that time. So, yeah, not too successful. But every month I get to open that up, hit check, and every month I get to find out I have not won, but there's always that chance. And I've recently stopped my direct debit for lottery tickets every month because I was spending, I won't tell you how much, but just not quite £50 on lottery tickets, which were, weren't fucking winning. And so I've cancelled the direct debit. And the last three, I'm sure this is on purpose, the last three tickets have each won a £5. So I don't know if that was a please don't leave. Too little, too late, guys, alright? I want to be a millionaire, and you little $5 aren't helping. So, that's nice. That's always nice. So yeah, get the premium bonds on the go. So maybe I'll, maybe fucking, I won't need a mortgage. Maybe I'll just win £1 million and buy a house. But it would have to be perfect. Yeah, is that everything? Probably. I don't know. Going out for dinner tonight. I'm going to have a burger with my friends, and we're going to play some pool. Be nice, I haven't seen them in a while. And tomorrow, going fishing, which I do need. I need that day out. Smoke a cigar or two. Wear some sun lotion. Don't burn. I've actually got a bandana that I wore to the filming the next day after the sunburn. And they're like, we'll give you a nickname. We'll give you a nickname. We're going to call you Axel. I'm not really an Axel kind of guy. So fucking no fun me over here. Just shut that down. We're going to give you a nickname. Do not. And if you do, make it. I'm not an Axel. Alright. Yeah, so fishing tomorrow. What I wanted to do, ideally, is a shop in Inverness here. Well, it's got many locations, but there's one in Inverness called HIS, Highland Industrial Supplies. They sell fishing equipment and... Equipment? Jesus, let's get your words right. Speak the King's out, boy. And, I want to go in tomorrow and get a rod and all the toys. It's closed on Sundays. It's weird being off on the weekend. The fuck? So yeah, fishing tomorrow. So I'm not going to get mad tonight. I might have a Guinness or something mature. But that'll all be good. And before I go, I'm going to pass my congratulations. A dear friend of mine. She was a friend of Charlotte's before, but a friend of mine now. I went to college with her a long time ago. Had a career change. And I believe tomorrow she departs to go on a massive training expedition. Now everyone's down to their privacy. I don't know how much you want me to tell, but it's a way to learn how to do the job. And anyway, my vagueness. So I worked on a film, can't tell you about it. I got a friend who's got a new job, can't tell you about that. And the off chance she's listening, because I don't think she does, wish her the very best. Okay. And with that, I'll bring it to an end. So, if you want to get in touch, guys, I don't even check the emails. I don't get emails. There's a website, which I'll link below. Go onto the website and put a thing through it. Don't know what the point of that website is, because I had this idea of doing film reviews and stuff on it, and that quickly lost steam, and then I've now got a thing on my phone called Letterboxd. So, I use that. If you want to follow me on that, hang on, let me get it up here. My username is Linnaird. 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 That's the Letterboxd app. I'll follow you back, guys. I'll follow you back. So yeah, the website doesn't have film reviews on it. I put up a few recipes, but again, quickly lost steam. So the only thing I've got on that website is how to get in touch. So check out the website. I'll link it below. Get in touch. Whatever's going on, send in a message. I'll read it out. I think that is everything. So as always, thank you very much, Blackmail. Thank you for the theme song, and thank you, Cora, for your artwork, giving us the logo. Thank you, dear listener, for your time. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to leave it there. So as always, you look after yourself. You be good to each other. Don't take any shit. But just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.